Hey people, you're back with Bunky and playing Mass Effect with Invader 1, the Crows are a myth again. We're always outnumbered but never outgunned. Okay, so we are rolling out Unknown Platinum. We're going to get Reapers on Ghost, and the Crows is not going to be happy because the shade of pink Edi has gone is not what she likes because of the lightning on Ghost. What I'm going to show you in this gameplay, guys, is that you can never be outgunned because in this game, DPS is king. And we are going to be rolling out with some of the highest DPS builds this game has to offer you. I'm going to break them down for you as we go on, but right now I'm going to start it off like a boss by getting grabbed by one. There she is. So that's me out for wave 1. I'm going to take this opportunity to just talk about my teammates, actually. It happens. What are you going to do? See, now here we go. We got Myth rolling with the Geth infiltrator with the Piranha build, okay? Now, if you've seen my Geth infiltrator video, you should know just how incredible his DPS is. The Geth infiltrator is definitely the highest DPS character in the game. And I would argue that the Piranha will always do the most DPS. I mean, theoretically, for the numbers, you will do more DPS with the Hurricane on him. Okay, go with the Hurricane 10 on that guy. And of course there's the Riga that we got the Krauser here with. I should have really recorded the voices for these gameplays since we got some guest commentators in. Because you would have just heard the Krauser running around screaming cheese all day, but I'll get more into that. With the Geth infiltrator, of course. Because we're on Platinum, and Platinum's just got filled with armor. And it's armor that you really fight with. Okay, you just drop mooks. Okay, if you're doing anything semi-competent, you're just going to drop the mooks anyway, but it's the armor enemies that you tangle with, and that Piranha is just going to munch and chew through all of it. They're going to be gone. They are absolutely going to be gone. You've got the tactical cloak boost, which is just incredible as is, and you've got the proximity mine debuff, which is excellent, but then you've got the hunter mode as well. Okay, that's the triangle of death. That is the Geth infiltrator. Okay, guys, with the hunter mode, you've got the increased weapon damage again, damage in general actually, and then you've also got the increased accuracy. And when you're increasing accuracy on a shotgun, you're reducing that pellet spread. And when you're reducing that pellet spread, that means all of your pellets are more likely to hit. And when all of your pellets are hitting, you're doing a lot of damage with a shotgun. And because of that sort of burst spread, the shotguns don't really struggle with that resistance that armor gets. Okay, they do tangle with armor so much better than any other gun with a high DPS would. So that combination just completely obliterates these massive targets just in seconds. It is seconds, guys. You'll take stuff out with the Geth Piranha build. Okay, but then obviously we got Invader 1's with us again. He's still with us. He's going to be rocking the Turian soldier, okay, and he's got the Hurricane 10 on him. Now, that's an immense combination as well, guys, okay, because the Turian soldier, he's the original marksman. A lot of people have gone off to calling him the Turian marksman now because of what the Quarian that we got out. He's better, okay. He's going to be better because because of his passives, okay. He's got those incredible weapon passes, but he's also got the extra stability. One of the biggest drawbacks of the Hurricane is its incredible kick. It's practically non-existent on the Turian soldier, okay, guys. Especially with marksman increasing the accuracy and the fire rate. So basically, you're strengthening the Hurricane's weakness and improving its strength. Okay, the bullets just fly out of that thing like liquid. You just pump the enemy full of lead with a Hurricane, but on the Turian there's just max control over it. You can snipe with it on the Turian marksman. Okay, you can just every bullet hits, and you're just getting the best out of the gun with that character, and that gun has a lot to offer. So it's just incredible damage you can do with him. Absolutely immense damage. You're streaming it out so quick, dropping the enemy that fast. And then, of course, we got Krauser. Okay, she's playing the Edi-bot. She's got the Riga carbine on her. Okay, now the Riga carbine, as I've said plenty of times already, okay, that thing just spits death. I cannot get a reading on that thing. I don't know what the DPS on it is, but it basically, and talking about just being dropped, there's Pyros. Hello, silent bastards here. I'll get more into me in a second though. But no, the Riga carbine, just stupid DPS. The game itself doesn't even attempt to get a reading on it. It just shows the accuracy bar is empty. So just forget it. It's just whatever's in that blue flame dies. And basically with the Edi-bot, she's got that shotgun bonus damage in her tactical cloak. So it's just additional shotgun damage. You just do so much with it. And obviously she's got the incendiary rounds on there. Okay, you want a good elemental ammo on your Rigas, you really do. And that's just priming up targets because of the incredible DPS. And then she's able to snap freeze them and get that really powerful tech explosion. Okay, because like I said with snap freeze as well, that's bugged in a beautiful way. You get all your tech explosions, whether it's priming it or detonating it, is twice as strong. You just don't spec into it. It's what's going to happen. I mean, look at this DPS. That Bwnci could not get a hold on Crozet because I was just pumping her full of lead. She did not like it. She couldn't even get hands on there. But no, that's what she's able to do with her Edi-bot. It's stupid, just melting damage. Of course, she can obviously snap freeze previous to the actual attack and debuff the enemy and weaken armor, so she's just doing more damage that way as well. She's also got the built-in rage gels as well, so if anything goes to pot, she's right back up and she's doing it again. Okay, just incredible damage. And then there's me. Okay, here I am with the Turian Ghost, mighty character. Okay, guys, because he's got the assault rifle bonuses in his tactical cloak, so I've got arguably the best gun in the game. Okay, I would say it is. The Harrier is just incredibly powerful. It really is a fantastic gun, and nobody is better with it than this character, just because of what he has with his tactical cloak. But he's got the great weapon bonuses as well. He's got the damage and stability like the Turian marksman there. So I've just got I mean, there's not a lot of kick with the Harrier as is, but there's just none now on this character. So basically I'm just aiming for the head and taking them down. This is my revised build, by the way. Let me get into that for a moment, because obviously, you can go ahead and check out my Turian Ghost video guide. I've slightly altered the build, okay? And it's annoying because what I discovered with my friend who's got the iPad, and he's been watching some of my videos recently. I discovered that the annotations that I've been using to sort of mark my updates, mobile users don't see it, which is a bummer. So let me make that clear now. What I've changed with the Turian Ghost is basically I've taken the power damage out of his passive and I've gone for headshots, just so I got this incredible amount of weapon damage. Because if I'm shooting a mook or trash mob in the head, it's multiplying the damage by 2.5. Okay, so they disappear when I shoot them in the head with this build. But then when I'm shooting bosses and stuff as well in their weak points, I'm getting a 1.4 multiplier. So basically I'm increasing damage by 40% there. So that damage is too good. If you can confidently land those headshots, the damage is far too incredible, and it means I don't really need to be worrying about the damage I'm doing with Overload. Okay, now I can focus on Overload for what Overload's best at. I've changed Overload to my sort of shield stripping build. I go with Chain Overload for the first evolution, always take Neuroshock for the 5th evolution, and then I go with shield damage on the last evolution. So now, and with Tactical Cloaks, that Overload's more powerful than any other Overload is on any other character, but now I've got the shields are just nothing. Okay, I don't have to worry about shields and powers. They go down, and then I gun down whatever's remaining. Okay, guys, and that's my new really powerful build. There's me get my silver headshot medal. Yeah, that's how I like to roll the Turian Ghost now. I think this is what really gets at the most damage with him. If you're confident headshotter, if you're not, stick with my older Turian Ghost build that I actually do talk about in that video. But what you can see here, guys, I got one of the best guns in the game, and I'm making it the best it can be. Okay, so that's just incredible DPS. You'll notice that this is different styled gameplay to what I've shown you in any of the other ME3M-TEAM videos. Okay, we've always sort of stuck together and done the damage as one sort of thick unit, and it's just been there so visually clear just how much damage we are doing. We're not doing that in this video, and it's my fault. It's my fault. I didn't rally the team. Okay, guys, I just didn't. We're all just too confident players with really powerful characters. It was just too easy for us to sort of break off and essentially, guys, take on Platinum in a much smarter way. Okay, because there's a novelty to those videos. Okay, guys, all the other ME3M-TEAM videos, and this is going to be my opportunity. This is why I'm going to keep the gameplay. This is my opportunity to break away from that and really start to really discuss what it really takes to be a good team in this game. because it was all good. It was all good fun, just sort of piling up all those powers. Because that was another thing we had. It was a power focus in all the other gameplay. So I was able to just really show you exactly what I was talking about when we were together. Because that's when you saw it all happening. That was when everybody was bouncing off each other. Right now, because DPS is king, we don't need to hold that together. I mean, if we do get together, I mean, here we are. We're in this hack right now, and we are going to be together, and stuff's just going to drop down. And stuff drops if we were together as a big group, like nerf all the things kind of speed. Okay, it's like that's the kind of damage you would do if you just stuck together. But it's really not an ideal way to play as a team. Okay, because as soon as if you move together as one, you essentially break yourselves down to sort of one. If that makes sense, you're putting your team in like a solo situation. You're allowing the enemy to sort of surround you. Even though you can sort of, obviously there's 4 of you, 2 of you can turn around and watch the other 2's back. But then by that time, because you've stuck so close together, the enemy have already made their approach, and there isn't that much space for you guys to fight in. It's not the best strategy. We did it because, it was just good communication going on, and the fact is there was a lot of area of effect in what we're doing right now because we've got a weapon focus with our DPS characters. There's not an area effect. It's basically focus. I mean, look at that Atlas gone. That's what happens if we do constant focus fire and concentrate on a single target. They do disappear. But right now, because we're just strong on our own, we're doing the smart thing. Actually, we're breaking off into like 2 teams of 2. Okay, because if you're for a real team play, you don't want to be alone. Okay, you want that guy there with you. You want that person watching your back, picking you up when you're dropped, saving you if you're getting grabbed. Okay, but then you can also sort of break off. Okay, you don't need to stick together. So then you're giving your team more space to work in. I mean, if shit hits the fan, okay, and one of the couples, okay, they get pushed back by a lot of enemies, okay, there's just a lot of space for them to do that, and then they can sort of rally with the other 2, and then the team is back at full power then, and they've got a lot of space to fight back in. You got this jump on the enemy rather than the enemy getting this jump on you. Okay, you just you get more. It's controlling the map is what it is, guys. Okay, because like me and Krauser, then we just took over that side, and Myth and Vader, they went somewhere in the middle. Okay, guys, so we had, just because we spread out like that, this half of the map was ours. Okay, the enemy had to work from the other half of the map and make their approach, and we were meeting them dead on and just taking them out before they could surround us. That's what we're doing. This is the smart thing to do. See, right now it's me and Invader together. We found this group of enemies. We're taking down the phantoms and stuff. I'm battling with my control stick. See that pull? That was me doing everything in my power to try and get my control stick to pull over to the phantom. Like I said in my previous video, I'm just having a nightmare of a time with my pad now. It's almost at a completely unusable state. But that's more credit to what I've got going on here. This is damage per second, guys. This is why I'm still so strong and just so confident in what we're doing here. So I've got Invader and Myth are down there. I'm over here with Crows. I moved to pick her up. There is a marauder behind us, though, so my teammates, they're going to take them out. They're going to get me back up. This is what it is, guys. It's still the team looking out for each other, but it's not all huddled together, leaving themselves incredibly vulnerable. I mean, look, if we get together, stuff disappears, but we can kill confidently and strongly enough, just as duos and even as single, on our own here. But don't confuse DPS with weapon damage, okay, guys? You don't need to be a weapons build like we are to do this some incredible DPS you can do with the power builds, okay? People like the Quarian Male Engineer, the Drell Adept, the all Drell, okay, guys? Literally, the Drell Adept, the Drell Vanguard, the Drell Infiltrator, great power builds. They do a lot of damage per second with their powers, okay, guys? But weapons are the best in this game, whether you like it or not, okay? As powerful as some of these power classes are, you stick the Harrier on anybody and they will be stronger for it, okay? And it makes sense. I mean, that's the store we're dealing with here, okay? You don't have to unlock your Reeve and your cluster grenades in a crappy Spectre pack. You have to unlock your Hurricanes and your Harriers and stuff. They come in your packs in the store. They're the ones that are hard to get, and when you do get them, my God, are you stronger for it, okay, guys? But no, the DPS is amazing just because of the way the game functions, okay, guys, it's a numbers game, okay. Everything that needs to die, you need to whittle down its health bar. It's not there's no limitations other than that, okay. There's obviously some health bars have some resistances, but at the end of the day, if the numbers are high enough, the health bar goes down. It's not like when you're taking on an Atlas, you're challenged to hack it first so that you can open up a port on it and get to a weak point. No, there's none of that. It's not that tactical. It really is. It's like, if you've got enough damage, it will die. It's that simple. So as long as you've got a character that does a lot of damage in a very short amount of time, you will kill everything very quickly. It's that's the long and short of it. Health points need to go down. So it's a numbers game through and through. I mean, I personally think that would have been kind of cool, but obviously that would have seriously limited the way you could play this game. And that's what keeps us playing. Let's be honest, guys. There's just so many different ways to play this game, and so many different people you can play it with and do different things with. That's what keeps us interesting. I think this is why this game has ended up being so much more successful than I doubt anybody predicted. I mean, there's plenty of people that don't care. It's horde mode. We've Gears of War kind of made its stake in that, and everyone knows it's fun, but it's been done. But what it's different from Gears, of course, is because we've got all these other features. Okay, we've got things like biotics and tech and stuff, and then we've got these different races with these different characteristics. It's just there's a lot of great ways to play it, and this is what I'm going to try and show you, but now I'm going to show you how to do it as a team. But what you need to understand is that real smart team play is actually this. It's actually controlling the map, okay? Because especially when you're dealing with things like Platinum, okay, when there's just a lot of big nasty enemies that do a lot of damage, and there's a lot of them, okay, you do not want to give them any advantages over you, and you can basically minimize any chance of that happening by controlling the map, because then basically you give them less space to operate, because that's what map control is all about. It's about who has the most space to operate. And that's what we're doing. See, right now, it's just fluid, okay, guys. So you will need if you're not that too confident in your abilities, it's going to require a lot more communication, okay, guys. But fortunately, I'm here with Invader 1, okay, guys, and my buddy Myth. We've been playing together for ages, and the Krauser, she's a big BSNer, so she knows this stuff, okay, guys. We're all very confident players, and we're able to just sort of the dialogue that's actually going on in this thing. That's the reason why I don't really record the commentaries, because there wasn't a lot of sort of team communication for you guys to sort of listen and benefit from. We're just sort of having a laugh and chatting and stuff here because we're just flowing. We just know it's kind of second nature. We've been at it so long that we can just sort of mix our partners up and just go where we need to go and just sort of close in on the enemies. It's all that kind of good stuff. But that's what you want to be communicating as a team, okay, if you don't have that yet. Because that's what it is. You can say, oh, I'm going to go off with this guy and we're going to take this side. You guys and these guys cover this side, and now we've got the enemy stuck here. Okay, and then you could sort of you just pincer maneuver on them and close in and take them out. Now we got targets now. Is this wave 10? I think it is. We got targets now, and we're just going to rinse them. Okay, because our damage per second is so great, we certainly haven't needed to missile a lot. So we've got plenty of them to go, and targets was a blessing in disguise. We're going to take them out nice and quick. Although I am struggling with this prime here because I couldn't get my D-pad to get my gun back out. Actually, it was my X button. It just wouldn't switch back to my Harrier. Then didn't help with the Geth stagger either. Hopefully, I'll sort myself out with a new better pad before I have to jump into the next video. I mean, look at this. I needed a stim pack. So I hit my thermal clip pack so I could get them, and I brought out my rockets. I thought that I was going, oh, here we go, I'm going to get grabbed by a Bwnci again, but no, I was able to sort of get out of that one. It's been a nightmare. I think I'm having a harder time fighting my control pad than I am the enemy in this game at this point. But look at that, we're going to be able to just gun down the Bwnci before she can even launch her deadly warp ball attack. We're going to go over now. I'm going to go to this position. This is the position I like to defend on Ghost, and unfortunately the enemy are here already, so I'm going to just nuke them and make sure we got this position. Now I got Myth coming in at the bottom there, and I think I got Invader and Krauser. They're going to be coming in through the I don't know what you want to call these. Let's call them annexes, shall we? And basically, we're just going to hold this corner of the map then, so the enemy can they can just sort of try and pincer us while we're pincering them. It's a stalemate, and this is what you want to kind of get with your sort of extraction strategy. You just want to be in control. Okay, you don't want high pressure, but you don't want to be. You want to avoid getting yourself. Making it too difficult for you to survive. Okay, so it's just literally, it's a lockdown, it's a stalemate until, you know, the time comes and then you dart for the extraction. By that time you should have drawn all the enemies focused towards you, and then you're ready to go. And that's how we're going to get it done, guys. But this is me now. It would have been nice, okay. It was the original idea was for us to just roll around like one big unit and just completely just see enemies drop. But it wouldn't have been. I don't think it would have been as interesting to watch. Now I look back, because I did and ah for a while. Going, oh, should I just get some guys together and try this one again and do what I had originally planned? It would have been like nerf all the things, guys. That if you get the high DPS all together like this, unfortunately we're going to lose Myth on extraction again. He wasn't happy about that. If you get high DPS together like that, enemies will drop that fast. It's something you've seen before, but it's it wouldn't have the area of effect, so it would have looked less effective had we done it. If that makes any sense, because we were able to just affect so many enemies in such a large area in the nerf all the things, it looked even better than it was. because we're all weapons built, there was no power people here. We could only sort of focus fire on one target, and it would have. This is just a better way for us to close and seal the deal, and that's it, done. Again, I want to thank Invader1 and Krauser for helping us out with those videos. You guys were great. Hope we can catch some more games with you. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I will catch you guys in the next video.